What's up, you guys? Welcome to SimpleSickBuilds. If you guys are new to the channel, please go check out some of my previous content. If you like what you see, consider subscribing and turn the post notification bell so you guys can know every time I upload. With that being said, guys, today, as you guys can tell by the thumbnail of this video, I'm going to do in the front brake pads and rotors on my 2013 Chevy Silverado 2500 HD. This is a non-diesel. It's a 6.0. I'm not sure if it applies to the diesel, but let's just jump into it. I bought some brake pads and rotors off of eBay, supposedly performance. I'll show you exactly what they look like. My car is lifted, so my truck is lifted, so it's gonna be a pain in the ass taking these 37-inch wheels off. So with that being said, guys, let's just jump straight into the video and let's see how long it takes. I have done brakes and rotors before in the past on smaller cars. I'm not sure if this is any different, but you guys can learn from my mistakes if I mess anything up. So with that being said, let's just jump into it. All right, guys, so here is the truck I am working with today. It is lifted. It has a 7-inch lift, and it has a 37 open country Toyo RTs. We're gonna go ahead and take off these wheels. These are method wheels. These are 20 inches, if you guys wanted to know. We're gonna go ahead and take this off, jack it up, and hopefully it doesn't take long. I can tell by here that the disc is just gone. So let's get to it. Let me go get a jack, and there's some videos coming up for this right here, the Harley. It's a 2015 Harley Sportster 1200. So I'm jumping off topic. Let's work on this. All right, you guys, I finally got the truck lifted. Bolts are loose. We're gonna remove this massive tire. Here are the rotors that I'm gonna be installing. They're DS1 Performance. This is what the rotor looks like. Looks nice. Hopefully it fits this truck. And these are CMX brake pads. Hopefully everything fits this truck. Never took it off before, so this is the first time me taking off this massive wheel to change a part. So let's go ahead and just jump to it. Hopefully this should be simple and easy. All right, we got the wheel off. I'm gonna go ahead and proceed to remove. There's little rubber grommets in here. There's one in there. I don't know if you guys can see that right here. I'm gonna remove the little rubber grommet, and this one's missing it, but there should be like something in there that you can twist so you can loosen this whole caliper up, and then we'll remove the actual caliper bracket. So let's go ahead and jump into it. Fortunately, I have nowhere to put the camera, as you guys can see, so I'm gonna go ahead and knock that out and show you after I'm done. So guys, I finally removed it. This one is the bottom one right here, and this one was the top one. This one has like little ridges right here. Not sure what that's for, but this is the top one. So meaning that one's the one that came out of this one, the top one, and then the lower one that was right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and remove this caliper and see what we're working with. I lifted it up a little bit, but I'm gonna pray on it because it got kind of hard to take off. So give me 1 second. Finally got the caliper removed. Now I'm gonna go ahead and remove the actual caliper bracket holding the caliper in, and we'll see how that goes. So give me 1 second. It is a 21 millimeter, so let's jump on that. I finally broke him loose. We are good to go, and I didn't even show you guys what I loosened the other bolt with. The other bolts to take off the actual caliper. It was a 3/8. This is what it was right here. So that's what I broke this thing off loose with. This was a 21 millimeter. So I'm gonna go ahead and remove the brake pads now. I'm gonna make sure I know which one's my left to my right. Now I wanna mix it up and see what's up with these brackets, because this thing came with all new hardware. So let me go ahead and proceed to take all this off. I finally removed the caliper bracket. I have not removed these little clips yet. I'm gonna remove those last. That way I know which one goes which way and how they are fixed. That way if the ones that I got in the box are correct, I can still utilize these. So I hope not. I hope the one that's in that box, they're good to go. So let's go ahead and remove this now, the disc. I'm gonna give it a few little taps and hopefully it'll break loose, and the one that I bought will fit as well. So let's just jump into it and get this thing knocked out. And sorry if the audio is very windy because I live in a ranch, so a lot of wind coming through here. So before I remove this rotor, I am going to use a T30 to remove this little screw right here. I already broke it loose, and as soon as I turn, some of them are stuck, some are not. Like this one's coming out, as you guys could see. That's a sign of relief for me. So let me go ahead and remove this rotor and we'll throw the new one on. Remove that rotor. I would recommend get a wire wheel or a wire brush to take this off. I got this thing. I'm gonna go ahead and hit it a little bit like this, just so I can knock off some of this stuff right here that looks ugly. I know it's not a lot, but I don't have a wire brush, so this will do for now. Let me go ahead and clean it real quick, and then we'll throw the new rotor on it. Hopefully it fits and we have no issues. And just like that, guys, I threw this back on and threw that rusted ugly bolt back in there. I like it, fit perfect, looks nice. It's not like you're gonna really see it, but since it is a big truck, I recommend these because it has these little breather holes for when it gets hot. And this is a 2500 truck, so I live on a ranch, so it gets dirt everywhere, so that's gonna help it. Hopefully it does what I'm thinking in my head, but everything's fitting perfect so far. Let's go ahead and throw the caliper bracket back on, bolt that on, and then we're gonna go ahead and put the brakes. Hopefully the brakes are good as well. And this is what the life of the brake pads that I have right now. I haven't changed the front brakes on this truck within the last 7 years. Kind of sucks because it is my work truck. I use this thing on a daily basis, but more stuff to come for this truck because I need to fix all this stuff right here. So let's put this on. Hopefully everything goes good, and then we'll be good to go on the driver's side. So everything is fitting perfectly on these little things. They're a little loose, but I pinched them together. So I grabbed one of them, and these little things right here, this little thing right here, and this little thing right here, I pinched them together like this, so this little gap could close. You see that little thing right there, and that little thing with the loop, so they can actually hook onto the caliper bracket. And then I sit them on, and I noticed these little things right here, like this little flare thing goes on the bottom on both sides, like so. And we're good to rock and roll. One thing I am not showing you guys is everything has a torque spec, even the bolts for the caliper bracket. I'm not doing no torque specs because I don't have a torque wrench, unfortunately, but that's one of the mistakes I'm doing right now. But if you guys should do this, you guys should definitely get a torque wrench and get the torque specs offline. That way nothing happens to you and your loved ones. So I'm doing it like this. I'm risking it, and I always done it this way, but I know everybody wants to do it the right way, so I recommend torque specs on everything you do to your vehicles. And I did use Loctite. I didn't show that. I use removable Loctite. Just be safe about it. And same thing with the bottom of the car, jack it up, jack stand, the whole nine. And I have a chalk on the back of my wheel because I am a little slanted. But yeah, guys, be very cautious when doing this, and always use torque wrench for torque specs so you guys can be safe. So let's continue to put the actual caliper back on, and I'm going to go ahead and compress the little thing right here. I'm going to open the hood and open up the brake little reservoir so the fluid can go rise up, because these are super fat. So let's go ahead and do that, and we'll be good to go. And just like that, we're all done. Everything put back together in order. Let's go ahead and throw on this wheel, and we'll be done with the driver's side. Super simple, anybody can do it. I didn't use no power tools, everything is just hand tools. My box right here, super simple. So let's go ahead and clean this up and get the wheel back on. Alright, you guys, it's been about 3 weeks since I filmed the brake pads and rotors. Obviously it's been a while, but I do that because I want to make sure that if I put the link in the description below, it's not for a bad product. So far so good. I like how they look. No problems with squeaking or anything like that. Now that I know the fronts are good, and this, I'm going to rock them on the back too. I'm going to order some so I can install on the back. Same brake pads, same rotor, same everything. So yeah, guys, if you guys like this video, please give this video a thumbs up. Comment down below if you have any questions. Remember, I'm not a mechanic by any means. I just do like these DIY videos so you guys can learn from my mistakes if I mess up. Just remember, guys, I use removable Loctite, and I recommend using a torque wrench. So with that being said, guys, more videos to come. With that being said, peace out, guys. See you on the next one.